Hello everybody, this is your Shruthi Maam, and today I'm going to give you all the details that you need for the JEE Main 2026 exam. Now this particular exam is going to happen in 2 sessions, and the first session they have said the dates are going to be between Jan 21st and Jan 30th. Okay, now for this the application window is already open, and whatever you need to know about this exam, okay, where all you have to go, what are the details you have to know, everything I'm going to discuss in today's session. So definitely do stay till the end and note down all the important things that you need to remember. All right, now coming to what this JEE exam is all about. Firstly, this is an exam conducted by the National Testing Agency, okay, and this is majorly for the engineering students. Now in this there are 2 main papers that are going to be there. I'm going to give you details of who should write which paper, what is going to be in it, and everything that you need to know. But sessions for this exam, like I said, is going to be in 2 phases. The first thing is going to be in January, and the second one is going to be in the month of April. Now the January session is going to take place somewhere between 21st to 30th January, for which the application window is currently open. Alright, so from yesterday, which is 31st October onwards, it is open until 27th November only. So definitely do go and apply if you are wanting to write the session 1 exam. Okay, and now this session 2, probably we can expect the application forms to release somewhere in the last week of Jan towards the beginning of session 1. Okay, but for now the payment deadline, the application deadline is 27th November. So please remember that and apply within this window itself. All right, and now the admit cards will be released definitely 3 to 4 days before the exam, and the declaration of result is expected to be on February 12th. Now this is a very important notification that the NTA has given us. So those of you who are preparing for JEE Main, now it's time for you all to start preparing, start focusing, and to start off your preparation for this particular exam. Now coming to the application fees, okay, for all the general category students, it is 1000 for the males, 800 for the female, and category wise it is different for the males and females. So depending upon which category you fall in, take a look at it and make sure you're going to apply. Now this particular application fee has to be paid only through the online portal. In fact, the entire application format, okay, the application form in itself is going to be on the main website, which is jeemain.nta.nic.in. This is the official website, and this is where you will have to go and register. Now you have to fill the application form by uploading some very important documents, which is going to be, first of all, your live photograph, okay, and remember that the size has to be between 10 to 200 KB. Now all of this please prepare before you start applying, otherwise you will get stuck in each stage and you will have to go convert. So make sure you have all the documents ready before even you go in for the application. Okay, so first thing you need is a photograph 10 to 200 KB in size, and 80% of the photograph should have your face, and the complete face should be visible. Okay, now signature has to be 10 to 100 KB in size. Then you need to have your class 10 certificate, which has to be 50 to 300 KB in size, which is preferably in a PDF format. So in case you have a JPG or something else, make sure that you are preparing a PDF format before you apply. Now if you are in the PWD category, make sure you have your certificate ready, and apart from this, like I said, the payment has to be done only through the online portal. Okay, so it can be done through any debit card or credit card, UPI or net banking ways. Okay, and then once you go to your confirmation page, definitely save the confirmation page, check whatever you have to change, check your spellings, check your date of birth, check your email ID, and only then click for submission. Now once you submit, there will be no correction that is allowed. Okay, so please, I've seen a lot of students who panic after submitting the form saying, "Ma'am, I made this mistake, I made that mistake, how to change this, how to change that." So when you are filling itself, please take extra care and make sure that you're going to submit the form without any corrections. Alright, now coming to the exam in itself, there are 2 major papers that the JEE Main will conduct. Firstly is the paper 1, which is for the BE or the BTech aspiring students. So mainly for the engineering category, those of you who want to join into any of the engineering courses and colleges in India, you will have to prepare for the paper 1. Okay, now this is a computer based test and the subjects you'll have to prepare for is physics, chemistry and maths. Now questions are going to have each subject will be having 20 MCQs plus 5 numerical value questions. Okay, so a total of 300 marks will be allocated for this particular exam, and this will happen across the 3 subjects. Alright, now this is how the paper 1 format is going to be. Now when you look at paper 2, we have a 2A and we have a 2B. Now 2A is for the B.Arch aspiring students, okay, for the architecture program. Now for this you will have maths, you will have aptitude, and you will also have a drawing test, but that will be conducted offline. The other two will be a computer based test itself. Alright, now for this there is a 400 marks that is allocated. Okay, 100 for the mathematics section, 200 for the aptitude section, and another 100 for the drawing section. Now when you look at the 2B or B planning course, for that you have a math section, aptitude and planning based questions, all of which will be computer based test, and for this also it will carry 400 marks. Alright, now the medium of question paper for both paper 1 and paper 2 is going to be available in almost 13 languages. Okay, so you can choose correctly which of the following languages you would like to attempt in, and நம்ம தமிழ் பசங்க நீங்க கண்டிப்பா தமிழ் மீடியம்ல படிக்கிறீங்க, உங்களுக்கு அதான் comfortable அப்படினா you can go for it. Otherwise you can always choose English as your major primary subject. Okay, now choose carefully because this cannot be changed later. Okay, so in order to facilitate your process later, please make sure you are monitoring all of these pointers before submitting your application. Okay, so definitely choose properly. You cannot choose the language later. So if you are comfortable in English, go for English, but if you are studying in any other medium, definitely you can choose the language that you're looking at. Now for eligibility, there is no age limit for this particular exam, but the qualification is that you should be passing out in the 2025 batch. You should have passed out before 2025, or you should be appearing and should have passed the 2026 exam. Okay, so even if you're a 12th standard student now, you can write the session in January, and you just have to make sure that your 2026 board exam will be cleared. Okay, now physics, chemistry, maths, this is what you need for paper 1. For paper 2, I have told you the other subjects that are required, and you can plan accordingly. Okay, now those who already have diploma, you also can apply for this particular exam because certain institutes require this for your admissions. Okay, now those who passed 12th standard in 2023 or earlier are not eligible for this exam. Okay, so you should have passed the exam in 2024 or in 2025, and or you're appearing in 2026. Only these 3 batches will be able to apply for this particular test. Now if you see the reservation policy, okay, which is allocated by the central government itself, for the general category there is a 10% reservation, for OBC there is 27%, for SC 15%, ST 7.5%, and for the PWBD category we have 5% in each of the categories. Okay, so now this is the reservation policy that the NTA has already declared for us. Now the admit card for this exam will be released only few days before the exam, but this will not be sent to you over post or anything. You will have to download it from the online portal itself. Alright, now you must carry the admit card and a photo ID to your exam center. So when you are uploading for the JEE exam also, make sure you are applying with a valid photo ID. Okay, maybe your Aadhaar card or whatever you're using, make sure it is correct, details are correct. If not, make sure you are getting your photo IDs rectified before you apply. Okay, or I think you can first apply, and then by the time your exam comes, please make sure that all the photo ID problems are sorted out. Okay, and for the exam, of course, you will have to go early, you will have to reach on time. Now, all of these things definitely we will come back and explain to you just before the exam. Okay, now coming to the exam centers, you can choose almost 4 cities. Okay, you can choose it based on your current address, your permanent address, or whatever is comfortable for you to travel, but you'll have to choose up to 4 cities. Now, they will try to allocate as much as possible your preferred city, which in most cases will happen. But sometimes, because of any reasons, any logistical problems, if they allot any other city, make sure that the options you give is still a approachable option for you. Okay, so most often NTA will try to give you a preferred slot, okay, as per your convenience, but definitely do choose the slots based on your availability and based on how you'll be able to travel. Okay, now so far whatever are the important points regarding JEE main, I've already explained to you guys, so make sure you will go through the information bulletin before you apply. And like I said, keep all the documents that are necessary for your preparation, and if you need any more details, definitely do scan this and you'll be able to access the entire document. Okay, so definitely go through all these pointers before you will register for the exam. Okay, so I hope this was useful. Now is the time to start your preparation and boost your scores, guys. So let's start and let's make this happen. Okay, all the very best.